You're listening to BBC Radio Cornwall. Julie Scantlebury, couldn't remember her name then. Julie Scantlebury in the chair on this bank holiday Monday afternoon, and it's 4:45. Being an artist isn't necessarily the most lucrative profession unless you're Damien Hirst, of course, and quite often that means that people's workshops and studios are tucked away in the back streets rather than perhaps on full display in the main drag in a neat line. But if you want to discover the best of arts and crafts in one of Cornwall's loveliest towns, next week you can follow its very own arts trail, seeing the work and meeting the people who produce it. The Foy Arts Trail runs from the 10th to the 17th of May, that's from Saturday onwards, as part of the Foy Festival. And to tell us more, I've been speaking to Heather Hunt, one of the artists involved, and Melissa Hartwell, who is the arty mastermind behind the trail.
Well, the Foy Festival has done many things in the past, music and words, and of course a lot of literature to do with Little Maurier, but we've never done an arts trail, and there are so many talented, wonderfully innovative people in Foy that are artistic as well, and it just seemed like common sense, and I just don't know why we hadn't done it before.
Because when you look at your beautifully glossy map, you've come up with 14. How difficult was it to get 14 little dots around the globe?
There's actually 14 locations, but there's actually 20 artists, because some of them are doubling up and sharing studios.
Now, when people come along to the festival, is it a job to get them off the site, out and about? Is this really what you're up to here?
Well, that is why it's changed, because last year we had a festival village. The costs of that were quite prohibitive. This year we've done completely different. We're back in town, and there are lots of community events, and it's all to do with the town hall and the church. And we're utilising all the existing spaces and making Foy the centre of the Foy Festival. And so therefore, if there's people in Foy walking around, let's just get them into people's studios. Let's get them really understanding how good Foy is for artists.
Well, I think if you pop to number 12 on the map, you could very well find yourself face to face with Heather and Gordon Hunt. Heather's with us now. What are you going to be displaying for people at number 12?
Well, number 12 Tavern Bar. Well, we're number 7 Tavern Bar, and we're venue number 12. That's very confusing. I have a pottery studio, and Gordon has a painting studio. Within the pottery studio, I run lessons, and I have people visit to do pottery painting and things. But my work is stoneware ceramics, where I make a variety of items: fish, frogs, chickens, which I sell in galleries throughout the UK.
Now, you aren't dyed-in-the-wool Cornish artist, are you? You fell in love with Cornwall in a camper van.
Yes, that's right.
It's got to be quite romantic to fall in love with a camper van.
Yeah, we used to come down all the time in our camper van. We lived in Cumbria, which is another beautiful part of the world, and not many Cornish people believe me on this, but it does rain an awful lot more in Cumbria than it does down here.
Yes, well done for saying that.
And we'd had a very, very wet, rainy start to the year, and we thought, actually, now's the time for a change. And we were really, really fortunate to end up in Foy. Really love it.
I've got a few details about them. Is that you basically think being arty is the secret of happiness, don't you?
Yes.
Or collecting art.
Or collecting
I collect art, so
yes.
I feel I'm a patron of the arts, and I do tend to.
That sounds dead posh, being I'm a patron of the arts,
it does.
darling.
It sounds terribly, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come across that way. But I do love art, so it made sense for me to, it was really a selfish act on my part thinking about this. So,
if we look at town centres, I mean, the big moan often is that people just get out of town shopping areas. They ignore town centres. Do you think the future of the town centre is providing distinctive, different kind of stuff, which is what you've got here?
Well, we've got lots of independent shops in Foy. People come for the shops because they're so different. And to add to all the artists on top of that, it's just going to be such a great location. Better than it is already. It's just fantastic.
What are your hopes, Heather, for you and Gordon in terms of this, for your profile and, let's talk filthy moolah, sales?
Hopefully people will come along to Foy and spend money locally. The benefit of doing an arts trail and us all getting together is that we share the people coming in. and people come and look at lots of things. They won't all want to buy. They won't all want to buy my stuff, but hopefully they'll spend money in Foy, they'll go to the cafes, so it'll be an overall benefit for the whole town.
And a chance for people to meet the person who's producing the art,
Yes.
isn't it? Rather than just buying it off a shelf,
Yeah.
they can ask you why
Yeah.
you did something, what
Yeah.
it means.
People do like to have the personal story behind stuff, and it's like you mentioned before about creativity making you happier and being very good for well-being. One of my strapline is "Getting Arty makes you happier," and part of that comes from my work with care homes and autism, and going out into the community, working with people to engage them with art and improve their well-being.
Fantastic. Well, thank you both very much indeed. In terms of actually following the trail, where can people, I know you've left some in our reception, but where can people pick up the trail map?
They're being distributed all around Foy. Also, people can download them from the website, Foy Festival website, and the information centre in Foy is a mecca for all information, and they have copies of this. But the dates, I would like to say we're going from Saturday the 10th of May to the 17th of May, and it'll all be happening in Foy.
Brilliant. Thank you both very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to Heather and Melissa for joining me in the studio a little bit earlier this afternoon. I will be revealing the name of the film